Okay, congratulations. You are at Thursday, August 20th. Um, Pretty much our Friday, but if you have anything to make up, if there's anything that you're struggling with, please get in touch with me so I can help you out. And remember, Friday is doesn't have to be a day you take off. If there's stuff you need to make up, um, feel free to take Friday. If some things are piling up too much during the week, or you get feel a little bit overwhelmed, let me know. But otherwise, you can always use Friday to kind of pick up on some of those subjects that maybe are overwhelming a little bit throughout the week. So feel free to do as much as you can today, but also revisit some of this on Friday if you don't get finished today. But again, we're coming back to A Simple Act. This is the story the original story that inspired the movie The Blind Side. And I'd really encourage you to read it again. Remember, if you do this online, you can play it and listen to it and read it. This will help with sentence fluency as you read and understand the content. Uh, what we're going to do over here, once you're done, is going to making meaning. Now, you can do this in the textbook and write it on a piece of paper, or do it in a better yet, do it in a doc in the classwork tab. Basically, what we're looking at is mostly going to be, well, close read the text. I would love you to, if you could, look over the annotate, question, conclude formula of close reading the text. I'd love you to do this if you could. I'm not going to require you to today, but it'd be good to get familiar with this process because we are going to be using it in the future. Now, on analyze the text, uh, this is what you're going to be doing. So I want you to reread it so you have the story fresh in your mind as you answer these questions. So you're going to analyze, and if you do it online, you can do it in a notebook. If you do it out of your textbook, you can do it in a doc, send it to me. Draw conclusions. Basically, just answer these questions. Evaluate. Um, so these are all different. These are all different skills when it comes to analyzing. There's analyzing is something. It's like observing and then giving weight to different things in the text that you observe. So analyze, how does Maurice surprise Laura when he explains in paragraph 6 what he liked most about visiting Laura's sister. His What he says reveals a lot about who he is, and the fact that she was surprised by what he says tells us something about her character too. So you can analyze that and tell us what we can learn. Infer means to draw out of the text. That means when you're reading something and it's not explicitly stated, but based on what it says, you can pretty much understand something about the characters. So a lot of times characters will say things that reveal something about their nature, but it doesn't come out and say exactly what you're supposed to get out of it. You just infer that. You read into the text. Draw conclusions. Go ahead and answer these questions. Um, and, 4 is the essential question that we're asking all through this unit. What can one generation learn from another? And I really want question to be on the forefront of your minds as we look through all of these texts because these are the basic themes of the stories that we're going to be reading. So then analyze, craft, and structure. I want you to put some thought into this too. The author's point of view. Now remember who wrote this. Okay, this was written by somebody writing an article. It wasn't written by either of the two characters. It was written by somebody who talked to them, got to know them, got their story. But it also, when you look at the author's point of view, hold on. Sorry, I got interrupted. Anyway, when you're looking at the author's point of view, you're looking at the things that the author thinks are important. So, um, the, in some informational texts, when you're reading something, say about science or about so even social studies, the authors take an objective approach. They don't really seem to have a basic opinion about one way or another. Now, This one does. So we're going to be looking at the concept of weighted words, words that have strong emotional associations beyond their basic meaning. So you're going to go through all this and look and see how the author is um, putting strong emotional weight on different words to try to make a point. All right, this author is not trying to be objective. This author is trying to make a point, and as we look at the weighted words, we'll see how the author does it. So I want you to do this. If you can open this activity. Um, you can replicate it in a Word doc. It's basically just a table, and you write the word or phrase, the precise meaning, and the meaning in the text. Okay, so sometimes the precise meaning and the meaning in the text are different. So I want you to look through those two things. Remember, we're just doing analyze the text, analyzing craft and structure. I would love for you to look at the vocabulary words as well, because the way we learn vocabulary now is by looking at the context in the sentence the word is used in. If you can do that, you can usually figure out what a word means without having to consult a dictionary or any other kind of reference material. All right, now math. Please, I really hope you guys are not having too many problems with these. If the math is becoming a little too overwhelming, let me know. We can do a whole Zoom meeting just going over the math. I would love to be able to walk you through this, but we're going to be doing inequalities today. So go ahead and start off with the one-step inequalities. Go ahead and watch the videos, do the practice. Go to the two-step inequalities, watch the videos, do the practice. Actually, you might want to do quiz 2 first. You probably have to do quiz 2 to quiz with the two-step equation word problems. Let me know how you're doing on math. If you're falling behind, let me know. We can set up a tutoring session and see if we can get you get you back on track. So it's gonna be quiz 2, one-step inequalities, and two-step inequalities. Also, let me know if the math is getting to be a little less than it was before. I'm trying to give you at least an hour and a half of math a day. So let me know how that's working out for you. Let me know if that is actually working out to about an hour and a half a day. Okay, science, it's basically you're going to be reading about engineering and geological hazards, starting on page 49. You're going to read all the way through. Let's see if there's any questions here. None of these are questions. Here's a question. Yeah. But the questions I need you to answer are going to be at the very, where it says putting it together. Usually putting it together is where the review is, the chapter review. So this one looks like we've got about 4 questions. Okay. You can do that in a Word doc in the classwork tab and send that in. Also, we're going to be doing the American life. Let me go over here. The American nation, people of North America, starting on page 36, going to page 45. You can work your way through that. Make a document. Again, I can't do it on mine, but it's where you press view assignment. And once that comes in on yours, I can't do it because I have the teacher's version, so it's not going to show the way it would show on yours. But you press view assignment, then you go over here to where it says create. You should be able to find a document, and that's where you put all your answers. All right, then press submit, and your work is done. So I really hope if you can get it all done today, that'd be great. Then you have a free Friday. You got a 3-day weekend. If not, take a few hours on Friday and finish it up. I'm trying to make it so you have just enough work, not too much work. But I always welcome feedback on how that's going for you. I definitely don't want to overwhelm. So please let me know. And really, I just hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Miss seeing you guys. Wish everybody could be here. And that's too bad that we're not able to do that. But I'm always here for you. If you have any questions, just get in touch. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I will have another video waiting for you of course, on Friday. All right. Have a great weekend, guys.